Out of Ricky Hatton, a champ. He's been in the ring with Shane Mosley. He's definitely one of Brooklyn's best fighters. I put him up there with Mike Tyson. Here's my man, Luis Collazo. What's going on, Lou?
What's going on, brother?
Oh man, you got it, man. How's things going with you? You being safe out here?
Absolutely. I'm following protocol. I'm trying to stay away from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope everybody else is doing the same, man. This is some scary times right now that we're living in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Are you out here in New York, Lou, or are you somewhere else?
No, right now I'm in Florida right now.
Man, lucky you, man. You know how these New Yorkers are scared, man. Think everybody got the disease, man. It's just been a pandemic. But let me get right into it, Lou. Let me ask you, how have you handled this boxing business, man? You've been in the short end of some sticks here with crazy promoters, and you're one of the best fighters in Brooklyn because I've been watching you, man. Even when I was out in Seattle, how have you handled the mental challenge behind you?
Man, to be honest, it's been tough. I dwelled a lot on some losses that I felt like I won. But lucky to the fans and just looking at it a different perspective that those fights got me to where I'm at today. Even though I lost, I really won. Thanks to the fans, they kept me motivated. They always gave me encouragement and supported me through the thick and thin.
Lou, let me ask you this: how'd you get into boxing, brother?
Well, my dad was a big fanatic of the sport. I wasn't. I was more into baseball growing up. And one night my dad was like, "Yo, you going to boxing tomorrow?" I'm like, "What do you mean I'm going to boxing tomorrow? I never did it. I don't like it. Oh, you got to go to the gym." So he took me to the gym, Sorry City Boxing Club in East New York. And the first couple of weeks I didn't like it, but my trainer at the time was like, "If you ain't gonna come here and be serious, don't even come here and waste my time." So then I started going. I started picking it up, and here I am today, 20 years later, man.
And Lou, how old are you?
I just turned 39 the other day.
Oh man, congratulations, happy birthday, man! And you still fighting at a prime level. I mean, what type of diet and how do you keep with the longevity that you put yourself on? How has it came that you've lasted so long when people have fallen?
To be honest, I don't know, man. I thank God for that because the last 8 years, I've been saved. And I just live a different lifestyle now. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party. I just live and do boxing.
Absolutely.
And I'm just grateful and blessed to be able to keep doing it.
God. And while you're on that subject, Lou, let me ask you, how did you get into coming? A little bit about your lifestyle and how you came and got engaged with Jesus Christ.
It's crazy because 8 years ago I was probably one of the biggest sinners you'll know. I was just out there just committing everything that meant God. I was partying, drinking, smoking, popping e-pills, and just going out, just having a good time. I thought it was a good time. I went through a season of darkness, and that's what came when I came to the Lord. I thought about, I was going through depression, suicidal thoughts, and I couldn't take it anymore. I was smoking half an ounce of weed a day. I was popping e-pills like they were Tic Tacs, and I would drink just to black out, and I wasn't happy. Yes, I was high, and I knew that was temporary. It was temporary, so I had to stay high the whole time. If not, I would just. But one night I just cried out to the Lord, like, "Lord, I couldn't take it anymore." Because I was really thinking about taking my life that night, and I just cried out, like, "Lord, if you can change my life, I'll give my life." And I get emotional just talking about it right now. But the next day I just woke up a brand new person. Like, I just couldn't understand it. But that's the grace of God, man. He's with us, man. He's with us all throughout the way, through storms, through the dark season, whatever it is we're going
your favorite scripture from the Bible?
I would say Philippians 4:13. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.
Mm. And Lou, why are you on that when you talk about suicide? Because a lot of us, you know, when you talk about suicide, I know me. I've had some trying moments in my life. You know what I mean? And the discouragement was right at you. How would you tell a person at this point right now who's very discouraged, and you know, with all this going on, and they're flat right now, you know, and you want to talk to somebody, but you got to talk to God. What would you tell that person that's flat right now?
You know, it's great because a lot of times we want to rely on our own strength.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we go tired. Like, we can deal with it for quite some time, but at the end of the day, we're just going to get tired. You know, if a kid gets tired, imagine an older person.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that we can't rely on our own strength, and we can't do things on our own. Mm-hmm. You know, we was created in the image of God, but a lot of times we kept that piece out. Mm-hmm. You know, I would say, for a puzzle to be complete, you need all the pieces. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we keep that main piece of the puzzle out. Mm-hmm. That's why we might go through depression, anxiety. We have a void, like a piece that's empty in our hearts. And he's the main piece of that puzzle, man. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we keep him out, but when we put him in our life, he completes us, man. Mm-hmm. I truly believe that.
Absolutely. I know me, Lou. I've been a Christian, you know, since I was about 15, but I strayed away. Okay. You know, I strayed away. But last year, you know, as far as myself, I see myself falling more in a ditch, and I know me myself. I've learned that if instead of calling on people, when you're faced with something challenging, you get on your knees and call on God. Have you found that where sometimes you don't need to talk to no person? It just takes time to get on your knees and call on God. Could you elaborate more on that?
You know, I learned man will give you excuses.
Right.
They'll give you the runaround, you know? And I'm a perfect example. Sometimes I get a call, I look at the phone, I don't want to talk to this person right now. So what you think the next man is doing, like, he looks at the phone, or Lou's calling me. I don't want to talk right now. You just don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're dealing with. But I always say, take it to God before you take it to man.
Absolutely.
The man is going to probably make it a gossip. But God is just going straight to the source, and he's a supplier, and he could make things better.
Absolutely.
I truly believe that.
Absolutely. Now, Lou, let me get back at now. You being a Christian, right? How has that impacted how you train for a fight? Like when you go for I've never boxed, but I know when you go when you're in training camp and you're training for an opponent, do you hate this guy, or do you just look at it like this is just a business?
No, I don't hate no one, man. But I go in there and try to take your head off. You know, at the end of the day, we both train. We both get ready for a fight. I don't have favoritism as far as like getting ready for a fight. You know, you getting ready, I'm getting ready. There's no, it's just 100%. We go, you know, it's just a competitive sport. Put it that way.
Absolutely.
And I'm just trying to be the better man. You know, I don't think I'm better than you, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it my all, and I'm gonna try to go in there and beat you. I don't like losing.
And how many weeks do you train and prepare for a fight?
Well, it depends. A lot of times, in my behalf, I've never had a long time to train for a fight. Either I train from just being in the gym all the time, and then they call me. I have maybe 3-week notice, but I never really had a long camp. The one I had was for the Victor Ortiz fight. They gave me, I believe it was 6 weeks notice, and you know, I need time. I always say you can be in the gym all the time, but if you don't really train for a fight, a camp, like do a good camp, it's gonna be hard to really go in there and perform to your best.
What would you say, Lou, was your best training camp to get you ready for a fight? What fight was your best training camp?
Well, early in my career, I say the Ricky Hatton one. I believe I had 5 weeks. And then the Victor Ortiz, I had 2 months to get ready for that fight. And all the fights were short notice. You know, when I fought Khan, I only had 3 weeks. 2 weeks to train, and then the last week you really don't do nothing. Then the night on the weigh-in was Friday. Thursday night I had to lose 18 pounds.
Ooh, wow.
So I was dead. But you know, he came out there, he did what he had to do. So
Wow.
I take my hat off to him. You know, I don't make no excuses. I take the L like a man. And the Keith Thurman fight, I believe I had 3 weeks to get ready for that fight. Everything was short notice.
Right.
I was a last minute replacement for the Iron fight. When I fought for the world title the first time, it was a 2-week notice. So I was always a last minute replacement. So I take it for what it is. You know, you can't turn down an opportunity because you just don't know when it's gonna come around again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And bro, let me tell you, man, you represented Brooklyn well. I one of the telltale fights I remember on you when you fought Berto. I forgot when you fought him. You guys was rocking, man. You bounced him up. I said, man, this guy came to fight today. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love to fight, man. I don't talk a lot outside the ring, but when I get in the ring, I let the hands talk.
And Lou, let me ask you on now the promotional standpoint of it. I know you were with Don King. We don't got to get into it, but is he as real crooked as everybody says?
You know, he's about his business, to be honest with you. You know, negotiating for the Ricky Hatton fight, he was throwing some numbers. I'm like, you crazy? I'm not. You know, I was a world champion going in, and he offered some numbers. Like, I'm not doing it. He said, well, you want to go back to Brooklyn broke? And I'm like, man, like he was cursing all, but he's like, you want to go back to Brooklyn broke? I'm like,
he's real cocky.
oh man, but you know, I was 23 going on 24, so I'm like, damn, I want to make some money right now.
Right.
My trainer like, nah, we walking. Well, you gonna believe? I'm like, well, you going to Brooklyn broke? So you know what? Let's take this fight. So then we wound up just fighting, and I got the short end of the stick at that time.
Well, if anybody saw that fight, Lou, you won that fight hands down. I mean, you backed him up. It was faster and jabber to the punch. I mean, I don't know. You know, that's the thing that wouldn't you say that's the thing why people don't watch boxing right now, because you got crooks like that score a fight.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was heartbreaking for a long time. I was dwelling on it a lot. I lost the love for the sport for a little bit. You know, but it's in my blood. You know, like even now, like I tell my wife sometimes when I don't be in the gym, like I miss getting hit, and she looks at me like I'm crazy. But it's just a fighter's mentality, man.
Right. Now, Lou, let me ask you on there, since we talk about Brooklyn, besides yourself, who would you also put as some top fighters from Brooklyn?
You know, it's crazy. Right now, all the top fighters from Brooklyn, we all came from the same gym at the same time.
Oh, wow.
You know, we had Curtis Stevens and Jadon Carterton. Curtis Stevens, you had Saddam Ali, Daniel Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
Paul used to come, Zab used to come to the gym. Shannon Briggs used to be there training. So everybody right now that's repping and you know, champions or former world champions, they came out of the same gym as I did.
Oh, wow. So you sparred with Paulie a little bit, huh?
No, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Since he was 14, we went to England together, Ireland, and it's like brotherhood, man.
Good, yeah. The Brooklyn, you know, that's what Biggie said. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Best borough in New York. You know. Yeah. You know, you can't deny that up there. Now, who would you? Last thing, who would you say besides yourself is the top boxers of all time, Lou?
Well, one of my favorites is Hagler.
Of Mark Hagler, yeah.
And Adam Pryor, man, he didn't have no respect for nobody in that ring. He was just a straight up beast.
Hagler, Aaron Pryor, yeah. What would you say was his best fight?
That Alexis Aguayo fight, man. You know, even though Panama Lewis give me the one on base, I don't know what happened there, but besides that, Pryor just went in there and he did his thing, man.
That's.
And how did you feel about the hurricane that happened in Puerto Rico in 2007?
17.
17.
It was scary because you know, my mom lives over there. My family, well, I still got family there, especially my mom. And I didn't get to speak to her for like about a week. I was trying to call and no contact. Everything was off, and I was worried. You know, she lives on top of the mountain, and
What city, Lou? I'm sorry. What city in Puerto
she
Rico?
lives in Mayagüez.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just couldn't get in contact with her, and nobody knew about her until like 10 days later. Then, you know, I got in contact with her, so thank God everything was okay.
Absolutely. And we still got some issues going on out there from that hurricane, don't we, Lou? They didn't, from that hurricane, it destroyed a lot of resources out there in San Juan, if I believe so, didn't it?
Absolutely, and it's still, now they're battling earthquakes.
Right.
And this is like non-stop. You probably get like maybe 8 to 10 earthquakes a day. It ain't crucial, probably like 10 point something, but actually I was up there about a month ago. And I think it was a 4.5 I hit.
Ooh.
And it shook everything. I'm like, yo, this is crazy right now. Like, but they're dealing with this on a day-to-day basis a couple of times. A couple of times a day, and they're still dealing with it now.
And I don't want to ask you this, Lou. You don't got to go into it deep, but me myself, I love Puerto Rico. Hector, I go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and I'll say I don't feel like the USA treats Puerto Rico like a part of the country. Do you feel that Puerto Rico should kind of break ties with the USA, or do you think it should stay on?
That's a good question. It's sad what you're saying now, because even when they was dealing with the hurricane, Donald Trump he went over there and looked at Puerto Rico like he didn't even know we was part of the United States.
Right.
Like, come on, dude. Like, this is unreal. But Puerto Rico did something political back then that they can't vote. I don't know what just so they can be a country. They don't want to be a state. And even now, they want to make it a state, but Puerto Rico don't want it.
Right.
I feel like a lot of rules and regulations are going to change, and I don't see the Puerto Ricans wanting to do that.
And Lou, what you said on there, my biggest thing is be fair. You know what I mean? And I understand, people, that when you follow the money, that tells the truth. But I just saw, like, I remember in 2001 when the U.S. troops were practicing bombing in Vieques, Puerto Rico, and a bunch of school little girls got killed. And I'm just saying that's not how you use the country. And that's part of my little side anger toward the USA about that, and it just frustrates me. Do you feel that same type of tenacity when you hear those type of stories as well?
No, absolutely. This is where I come from. This is like my bloodline. My ancestors, my parents were born and raised there. And just to hear something like that, it's just heartbreaking. But the government too got a lot to do with this. The government in Puerto Rico just corrupt. That's how we're in the situation we're in with the debt. And it just gotta get cleaned up, man. To be honest, if Puerto Rico to become a state is gonna clean up what's going on, all the corruption in Puerto Rico, I'd rather it to be a state. But again, that's not what the people in Puerto Rico want, so I don't live there. So it's not up to me. But at the end of the day, the government just shot, man. They doing what they want, and they're taking advantage of the people.
Mm. Let me ask you this, Lou. You got some strong views. Do you ever see yourself going into politics, bro?
Nah. Politics is like, I always say it's like religion, man. Once you bring up politics, get ready to fight.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. Yeah. Well, we like I said, man. I'm praying that it gets better up there in Puerto Rico as it goes on. You know what I mean? You like baseball too, right, Lou?
It's crazy. When I growing up, that's my main thing was baseball before I got into boxing, man.
Who's your team? I'm a Mets fan. Who you got?
I'm a Mets fan too. I'm with you.
Oh man, we got a lot in common up here, man.
I don't like the Yankees at all.
There you go, man. That's kind of the bougie team of New York, right? Wouldn't you say the Mets is the blue collar team?
I like my Mets. You know what? They're the B side. I stay with the B side.
Yeah. Now you watch basketball too, right, Lou?
Time to time, yeah, I watch it.
Who you go with, the Nets or Knicks?
I like Curry.
You like Curry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's tough. Who's your squad? The Nets or the Knicks?
The Nets, Brooklyn.
Man, we got a lot in common, Lou.
Brooklyn.
we
I gotta stay with Brooklyn on that one.
Yeah, we got a lot. We definitely got a lot. Man, they what did you think about Kyrie and Durant being on the same team?
It's gonna be serious. Well, once it starts again, the season's gonna be good when KD come back.
Right.
I hope he recovered good from the Achilles, man.
Yeah, definitely. Did you like D'Angelo Russell?
He was cool.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah.
But now I think that the Nets got a nice squad coming up this season.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how it takes place. Lou, final thought. I want to end it with you saying some words to I want to put this back on Jesus Christ. Somebody that might be discouraged or and thinking about like how we talked about earlier, giving up. All the resources are available. Somebody might not have any type of way to get some food or have any kind of love right now. What would you tell that person?
It's easy to give up, and I always, when you go through a situation, I learn just pray about it. Just pray about it before you talk about it with anyone else. A lot of times the people, some people won't give you the right answer to what you're looking for.
Mm.
They don't have the same mindset that maybe you have, or even a positive mindset.
Mm.
But that's what you got to, like you said, take it to prayer, get on your knees, and just ask, man. Like, if you don't ask, like they say, close don't get fed.
Mm.
And I just say, stay encouraged and take all your battles in prayer, because I believe prayer is so powerful because I experienced it. I lived it. That's why I'm saved today, because of prayer.
Right. Mm.
So, any situation you're going through, please don't give up on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you give up on yourself, just know the next man is going to do the same thing you did because you gave up on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got to stay strong, stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever storm you're facing, just know it's not gonna last.
Mm-hmm.
Every storm must pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the sun. The sun goes down and comes back up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just part of life. You got to stay encouraged and just believe that the storm will pass. We might walk through the valley, but we're not staying there.
Absolutely.
That's the beauty of that verse. We walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but it's so amazing how the key word is we walk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not saying that we staying.
Mm-hmm.
We walking through the valley.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay to walk through it, but just keep in mind the end of that tunnel is coming. That valley's you're gonna see nothing but sunshine. But even in darkness, I learned light always gets through for some reason.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how dark it may be, just know that on the other side, that light is there, it's waiting for you. It's not how we just gotta fight through it and stay strong. It's not, we gotta stand firm and know all work together for the good, for those who believe and keep pushing. Stay strong, stay positive, and overcome all those fears and anxieties you may have or you may be facing right now. Just know you're not alone in this battle.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good word right there. And Lou, what church you go to out here in Brooklyn?
Well, I used to go to Christ Tabernacle.
Okay.
But now I go. I'm up here in Florida in Tampa, so I'm going to River of Life. It's called.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You spend majority of your time in Florida now, huh, Lou?
Yeah, most of the time.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. You want to be around positive weather. That's what I take it, huh?
Well, not only me, but my wife. You know, I'm getting older. Like, I'm getting tired of the cold, and like, up here is all year round. It's hot, so I can deal with that.
And Lou, you tell you how many kids you got, Lou?
I got 2 daughters.
Okay, what's the ages?
One is 17 and the other one is 25.
Oh, okay. So you got one Cassie's age. Okay, all right. Any of them play sports?
Then I got 3 grandkids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you got a big family. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when I closed up shop. It's over.
Oh, you ain't gonna have no more kids, Lou?
No, you know my wife just turned 42, so she's in that stage. She's a little afraid to have kids.
I got you.
So,
Yeah. Well, brother, man, I thank you, brother, for taking time out of your busy schedule. As far as what's going on, to take some time, man, to do an interview with me and break bread. And I look forward when things get better, when you come back out to New York, to go for a job, man. I appreciate, me and you, we got connected on sharing scriptures, man. So I just want to say I appreciate you, man, always laying scriptures on me, because I felt that fire, you know what I'm saying? And it's been acclimated, being new to a fast-paced city like this. So I thank God for you, brother, and I appreciate it.
you, man.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity, to speak and share the good news,
Yes, sir.
And once it's all over, I should be going back to camp in New York. So we'll definitely link up and break bread, man. And
Yes, sir. Definitely. Most definitely. Definitely. Okay, Lou, you take care, okay, brother?
all right, my brother, be good. Stay
You
blessed.
too. God bless.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, we're the interview with Luis Collazo. We'll be doing one with Sean Bay Mitchell. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Thank you. All right, Casey. We got